Rundown with my friends at Fishman. Today's episode is pre-recorded, but don't worry, we're still gonna have a ton of fun today. So hope you like bar chords because we got a lot of them in this lesson. This is a very fun song. We're gonna be learning Starman, Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie. A great song with some really great guitar parts. So have your acoustic guitar in standard tuning. If you happen to have a 12-string acoustic, even better. It's what he uses on the song. Again, really great intermediate, I would say, beginner intermediate tune. A really fun one to play. Lots of bar chords, all that good stuff. So we'll have fun today. As always, you guys know I like to ask a question before we get started. So let me know where you are tuning in from and your favorite sing-along. So where you're tuning in from, your favorite sing-along. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps the cause. All of that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Here's Starman by David Bowie. A 1-4 at the end, never heard anything. So we're going to be learning that one today. Again, a really fun song. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of the tune. Okay, we have these really cool chords here. I don't always, and by don't, I'm not always a big fan of playing a B flat chord this way. However, with this tune, we're going to want to accentuate that open E string. So for this tune, we are going to play a B flat like this, just for this intro. So here's how I want you to play it. I'm going to want you to get your first finger here, placing that on the B flat, first fret of that A string, okay? From there, we're going to do, so notice how this isn't a bar anymore. I'm only putting my first finger on that first fret of the A string, okay? With your second, third, and fourth finger, okay? And I'm going to move that first finger so we can see this just a little bit better here. Second finger, third fret of the D string. Okay, it's going to be our F note. Third finger, third fret of the G string. That's the next B flat. Okay. Fourth finger here, third fret of B string, which is D. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put that first finger back. Okay. And I want you to strum from the A string downward. Include that open E string. Wacky chord, isn't it? It's quite beautiful in this song. Okay, so from there, I want you to place that first finger back down, striking that F note there, first fret, of that E string. So when we play this together with the strumming, it sounds like this. So that's what we're looking for there. When I was listening to it, it's very faint, but you can hear this thing happening between that E and that F that we have there. So get into position. Might be more comfortable to go ahead and put these three fingers down and then get that A string first finger, okay, like that, and build it there, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Put the first finger down on that F note. Very cool chord, right? So that's what we're doing in the intro. If you need a little bit of a breather, let's go ahead and stretch that hand. The next two chords that we're going to have here, okay, it's going to be an F major 7 over C to an F over C. So how we play it is like this. What I'd like you to do, okay, get that first finger on the C note, first fret of the B string, second finger, second fret of the G string, that's our A note. Third finger is going to reach up to play C, third fret of that A string. Pinky finger is going to go down here, third fret of the D string, okay? So that's our F note. So what we're going to do here, and notice how my thumb is overhanging. If you watch some of these videos where David Bowie's playing this live, you'll notice he's a big fan of playing chords, okay, with that thumb there. And this is, again, one of those examples. Really, really great song. So I want you to strum from the A string downward. Include that open E string. That's what makes it an F major 7. Beautiful chord, isn't it? Okay. So that's going to be the first one. And the next chord we're going to play is going to be an F over C. So what we do here is my first finger, if you can see it right there, it's going to squeeze, okay? It's going to be playing both the first fret of the B string and the high E string, C and F notes, respectively, okay? And that's going to sound like this. Keep strumming from the A string, like that. So we have F major 7 over C to F over C. Gotta love some good slash chords, folks. We got them here. Okay, let's go and do that again. Okay, just like that. And it might help some of you by placing that thumb in the middle of the neck to get a better squeeze with that first finger. I know it does for me, but if you find that your thumb can be up here and play that chord, great. But I know for me, I like just that little bit of extra strength. Just like that, okay? So let's go ahead and play those 4 chords again, and then we'll get on to the verses, okay? So this is our intro. Let's go ahead and play this nice and slowly here. Let's do that one more time. Happening there in that intro, all right? And go right into that verse. So I'm going to go ahead and play the verse up to the chorus, all right? So that's going to sound like this. I'll play it a little bit slower than I did at the top. Again, if you're just tuning in, folks, I'm asking the question, where you're tuning in from and your favorite sing-along. So be sure to put it in the comments. So here we go. So here is now the verse. So let's go ahead and look at this here. Lots of bar chords today, okay? Lots of bar chords. So what we're going to start off with is G minor. So we're going to use our first finger, our third finger, and our fourth finger to play this chord. So first finger, I want you to bar that across the entire third fret of your standard tuned acoustic guitar or your 12 string, whatever you're playing today. All right, you're going to get your third finger here. I want you to place that on the 5th fret of the A string. That's our D note. So right here we have a G, we have D, and then your third finger playing the next G that's on the 5th fret, the D string. Now, I want your thumb in the middle of the neck. So we're going to push through with that thumb, the middle of the neck. We're pushing in with this first finger because all of the other notes are being played on the 3rd fret of the G string, B string, and E string, all right? And again, the 1 flat 3-5 that builds this G minor chord, G, B flat, and D. Okay, so those are all the notes we have here. So as far as the strumming goes, I'm going to do this just a little slower. Okay, nice, fun, very fun, poppy, right? Nice movement here. So keeping that hand moving at all times is really going to help as we're strumming this, because that's what we want to do, right? So I'm going to do that a little bit slowly here. That's going to be our pattern, all right? I'm going to do that again, G minor. From there, we're going to go back to our F major chord. So this F major chord, we're going to play it as a bar chord. Now, if you want to do it, in the style of Bowie, and do it like this, you can do that as well. But I like to play this as a bar chord here, just to keep that first finger. It's like a really good foundational piece, okay, when we're playing this song. So first finger, I want you to bring that all the way back to the first fret of the guitar, okay? First finger across all 6 strings there, all right? Tip of your first finger should be on the F note, which is the first fret of the E string. Now, third finger, I want you to place that on the 3rd fret of the A string, that's our C. 4th finger is on the 3rd fret of the D string, which is our other F note. And then you're going to go ahead and place that 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. That's an A. So F, A, and C, 1, 3, 5. That builds this F major chord. Okay? And same deal here. We're going to strum it just like we did the G minor. So let's go between those 2 chords. G minor to F. Here we go. Let's do that again. Just like that. Now, we're going to get a little bit of relief here. We're going to play a C over G chord. So what we're going to do, okay, I want you to play just that regular C chord. Okay, so just like that. Now, what we're going to do is this 3rd finger, we're going to move it up to the G note here. This is our bass note here. Okay, we're putting in the 5 note in this chord. So 3rd fret of the E string. Pinky finger is now going to play the C note on the 3rd fret of the A string. So just like that. So what we want to do here, strum every single string. Really beautiful way to play a C chord when we add in that 5th in the bass, in this case G. And we're going to strum it the same way. Just like that. Let's do that again. From there, we're going to go to a C7. So here's what I want you to do. First finger and 2nd finger, think of them as your pivot points, okay? Don't move them. What we're going to do here, keeping your 1st and 2nd finger where they are, try not to move them, okay? 3rd finger goes back to playing C, 3rd fret, the A string. Pinky finger is going to go down and play the B flat, okay, which is on the 3rd fret of the G string, just like that. Strumming from the A string downwards, this is what the chord should sound like. Okay, so notice how when I switch here, the 2nd, 1st finger do not move. There's C over G to C7. Good stuff, okay? So how we're going to strum that is like this, going between the 2 chords. So there's our C over G. Here we go. Let's do that again. C over G to C7. Now, let's go ahead and play those 4 chords, G minor to F, C over G to C7. And again, if you're enjoying these lessons, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps the cause. Click that like button. Helps the algorithm and all that cool stuff. All right, so here we go. First 4 chords in the verse. Let's do this. Now to our F chord. 7 to F. Let's do that again one more time, a little faster. Now for this F chord here, we're going to strum it just 2 times there. And what we're going to do here, after that F chord, okay, I want you to bring this up to now play an A flat major. So from F, I want you to count to the 4th fret. So 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. Keeping the same exact shape. We're not changing it, we're just moving it up, okay? So there's our A flat there. Your first finger should be on the 4th fret of the E string. And what we're going to do, we're going to strum this one twice, just nice down, up, bring it up a whole step to B flat, 6th fret of that E string, 2 strums, done, okay? So it should sound like this. Let's do that again. That's what we're looking for. And that's going to be verse 1. So after verse 1, we go directly into verse 2. So let's play verse 1 once more, and then we'll get into verse 2, and then we'll get into the chorus. All right, so here we go. Verse 1. Here comes the walk up. There it is. Now verse 2. Verse 2 is going to be very similar. We still do the G minor. We still play F. We still play C over G. We still play C7. But what we're going to do differently, that we didn't do in verse 1, that we do at the end of verse 2, we're going to play an A major chord. So to help get our bearings, okay, for my beginners and intermediates who are watching, go ahead and play your F chord. We're going to move this up all the way to the 5th fret, okay? So keep that shape as it is, 5th fret, A major, A, C sharp, E, those are the notes we need. We're going to let that ring. We're going to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we bring it back to the 3rd fret. This is now a G major chord, G, B, D, 1, 3, 5, and let that ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So verse 2 sounds like this. That's the only thing we're changing is the A to G. That's it. Okay? So here we go, top of verse 2. I'll play it a little bit slower. I'll call out the chords. So here we go, G minor. F. C over G. C7. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's it. Verse 1, verse 2, done. All right? So let's go ahead and move on to our chorus. So our chorus, if we're listening to the original track, is going to start at the 55-second mark. Okay? So chorus sounds like this. I'll play it a little bit slower. Here we go. That's what's happening there. Lots of bar chords. I told you. Don't say I didn't warn you. But it's good for you. It's good practice. Bar chords are really, really great tools. And again, really, really good syntax when we are playing guitar, along the fretboard. It's good stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the top. So the figure that we have here, it's going to be F to D minor, we have A minor to A minor 7 over G, another slash chord, okay? C over G to C7. So all of these chords are going to be repeated 2 times, all right? So we've got our F major chord, right? I think by now, the 20-minute mark, we know how to play this chord, okay? So there's our F bar chord. From there, we're going to go to a D minor. So we're going to get our first finger here, placing that first fret of the E string, which is an F. That's our flat third in this chord. Okay, second finger, go ahead and reach up to play the second fret of the G string, that's A, and then your third finger placing that on D, third fret of the B string. Strum from the G string downward. Okay, so that D minor chord is what we want there. So if we're playing those first 2 chords, sounds like this. From there, we're going to do this bit of a walk through. There's a lot of chords in this section, but again, I'm going to talk you through it like I always do here. So we're going to play an A minor. So first finger is playing C, first fret of the B string, second finger, second fret of the D string, that's E, third finger, second fret of the G string, which is A. So what we're going to do here is this. So down, 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 up. And then from here, we're going to A minor 7 over G. All we're going to do here, first and second finger, leave them. There are pivot points, okay? Third finger reaches up, third fret of the E string. That's our G note. Play every string. Bit of a stretch. It's kind of like a stretched out C chord, okay? If that helps you learn it, okay? So we've got A minor 7 over G. From here, we're going to go to a C over G chord. Guess what? All we're going to do is we're going to add this pinky finger, okay? This pinky finger, we're going to put on the third fret of the A string. Done. The chord is already there. Pretty neat, right? I know it takes a little bit of practice. Why I'm kind of going over this a little bit slower here, because all of these chords, even though they are fast, right, we're playing them very close together, they do have a lot of similar, right, pivot points in common. So something I want you to keep in mind when you're playing not only this song but other songs, keep in mind where the pivot points are. They could really help you with your switching, okay? So we've got A minor to A minor 7 over G to C over G, and then we're going to go to a C7. So I'm just going to do that. We already know how to play the C7 chord. So let's go through those 4 chords together. I'm going to do it nice and slowly. Follow along. Here we go. Let's do that again. A minor. A minor 7 over G. C over G. Let's do it with the F chord and the D minor, okay? I'm going to do it at that speed again. Here we go. Let's repeat that. As a starman waiting in the sky. Okay, let's do the second half of the chorus. So lots of beautiful, beautiful chords here. We're going to go ahead and go back to that B flat. We're going to play it in the way that I really like to play it. Okay, first finger across the A string. Okay, first fret, bottom 5 strings. There you go. There's your B flat. Third finger is going to go across third fret of the D string, G string, and B string. So that's our B flat major. So it's beautiful. We go from a B flat major to a B flat minor. Such a beautiful progression here. Gotta love the major 4 to the minor 4. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, moving that third finger, you're gonna curl it now to play only the third fret of the D string. Your fourth finger, okay, third fret of the G string, second finger, second fret of the B string. Just that, okay? From here, we are going to play an F chord. So guess what? All you're going to do, move every finger up a string. there's your F chord. Pretty great, right? Going from that B flat minor, moving every finger up a string to F. There you go, okay? From there, we're gonna go now to a D over F sharp. Now, in the spirit of David Bowie, okay? Using the thumb to play the F sharp here at the 2nd fret of that E string, okay? With our D chord here at the bottom. Just like that, okay? 1st finger, 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the E string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the B string, okay? And just a down, down, up, okay? From there, we go back to our G minor, to a C over G, and that's the end of the chorus, okay? So let's go ahead and go through the entire chorus here. Here we go. Okay, see where we're at? Here we go, A minor. Here comes that B flat. That's what's happening there. Now, there's a really great electric riff that happens here. However, there's some really great bending that's a little bit harder to do on acoustic. There's a lot of full step bends. So what I'm going to do, this is not how it was played, I know this. What they do in the album is they do a full step bend at the 5th fret. However, if we're playing this solo acoustic, it might be a little tough to do that. So we're going to do the true note that's on the 7th fret of the G string. So the riff would sound like this if we're playing it acoustically, okay? I know this is meant to be bent. Acoustically, here we go. I gotta throw it in. If we're playing Starman, I gotta throw in this riff. So I am making this a little easier to play on acoustic. So we're gonna go to the 5th fret of the G string. We're gonna slide to the 7th fret. From there, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. Let's go ahead and do that again. Now part 2 sounds like this. So, starting at the 2nd fret of the G string, to the 3rd fret, 5th fret, sliding, we're not going to bend, okay, sliding to the 9th fret, striking the 9th fret again, 7th fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret. All on the G string, kind of cool, right? So let's go ahead and do that again. And there you have it, folks. That is Starman. Such a fun song to play. Definitely, I'd say intermediate level. Again, a really, really fun one. Some great guitar, some great songwriting. Very, very fun song to play. Again, I want to thank my friends at Fishman for helping me do these lessons week after week. You want to check out all the cool gear that they make that I like to use. You can go ahead and click the link in the video description. Again, my name is Angela Petrilli. Thank you all so much for tuning in week after week. As always, wishing you so much success on your musical journey. Everyone be well, and I will see you next time.